What's going on, guys? Noob Striker here from Uncharted, bringing you another war recap. This war, it was probably our most exciting war to date, and we just did an amazing job overall as a clan. And I actually did a joint recap this war with one of our members, and I will link his channel in the video description. So, looking at this clan, this was a Czechoslovakian clan. This was actually our first war against a level 7 clan, and you can see that they're a very well established clan, at least. They have won 176 wars compared to our now 44 wars. So that's a very big difference as far as war wins. And we had 5 Town Hall 9s and an 8.5, and they had 7 Town Hall 9s. And you can see that even though like this one, his walls are kind of low, it's not a rush Town Hall 9. So very good bases from this clan, and it's an overall really good effort from our guys. So I just thought I'd do a war recap for it too. So I'll go through some of the attacks now. This attack on 1. I really like this attack. Not showing bias because I did it, but this is a pretty common base that we've seen. I have attacked it before with surgical, but this one he changed a few things. So I start out with 2 loons and a giant on the top. The giant to tank both those archer towers, because otherwise I would have had to take 2 more loons each, and that's would be 5 more troop space overall, and I couldn't justify doing that. I do the same thing from the bottom with just 1 loon though, to take out that cannon. And as soon as that cannon goes down, I start the shattered entry right here, and then I get down 4 wizards and 2 minions to get this funnel, and I drop the queen down on the spell factory to go ahead and clear out these trash buildings. And as these buildings start to go down, I send in my 3 wall breakers to make sure they're not on the same tile that the golems are on, and then just to break open that first compartment. And then as soon as both of these storages go down, I send in the king, and you can see as soon as that wall opens, both those golems do redirect, and that's good. And then the jump spell goes down just to get access all the way into that core, and I go ahead and drop the poison there as the skellies come out. So the CC comes out, it's a max drag, a Valk, and a minion. So the king takes out that Valk, and then hops over and aggroes onto the queen. And as soon as that queen goes down, I'm just now waiting for that dragon to go down. I see the dragon go down, and I begin the surgical portion from the 3 o'clock area with 1 giant, and then 3 hogs per point defense. And then as those go down, I give them a heal spell to sustain them, and because that's the giant bomb spot. And then I send in 4 hogs from the top also to make sure that I clear out those few defenses that are right there. And I didn't have to bring as many on the top because there were no point defenses. And then I start the same thing from the 9 o'clock side with a giant and then 3 hogs per point defense. And the timing works out really well, so that when this last heal spell goes down, the first group of hogs is getting in range of it, so all of the hogs get the value from that last heal. And the last 2 defenses go down, so the hogs were in heal for almost the entire raid, just having to track back to that mortar. And then the wizards go down for cleanup, and a goblin at the top for cleanup, and from there it is just a factor of time. So it was pretty close on time, but I had it with like 12 seconds left, I think, so able to take out that base, and that helped a lot. And then our other Town Hall 9s, we're still trying to get them used to 3-starring. 3-starring at Town Hall 9 is an extremely tough thing to do when you're not used to it. So this base, you can see it's their number 6. And it's still 68k, which is not like super high, but you can see it does have max wizard tower, well, for Town Hall 9 wizard towers, and it does have the level 3 expos. And a good amount of giant bomb possibilities, though not really any logical double bomb spots. And this base had been attacked before, and we saw that there was a hound in the clan castle. And since there was a hound in it, I decided that I would actually try to do a split hero type thing and just ignore the lava hound altogether, and it worked out pretty well. So I start out queen on that on that barracks, and it's pretty much going to force her to funnel clockwise around the base. And it's just a matter of making sure there's never too many point defenses on her to keep her up, and you can see there's never going to be more than 2 on her. And at that point, you can know that she will survive, though like her health does get low for a second, but it's not enough to take her out. And then while this is going on, I start the shattered portion from the bottom left with a couple wizards and some minions to create that funnel. I'll see the queen still going around the top. Her health does get low for a second, but she's still going down. And then I go ahead and send the wall breakers in, and then they don't reroute until I get that jump spell in. So it is kind of unfortunate that the king steps ahead, but he does have enough to take out that queen and just clear out that. And then as soon as this archer tower goes down, I drop 4 hogs on each of the 3 defensive buildings right there, and go ahead and give them a heal because they'll need it as soon as those defenses go down. And then 5 hogs on that archer tower right there. And the second heal was a bit premature right here, but they still got a lot out of it, though I could have held it back a good 3, 4, 5 seconds. And you can see while this is still going on, the queen is just now getting low on health, and I will have to use her ability right now. And then I send in my last 5 hogs on that mortar to help with pathing. Then the last heal spell goes down. The last heal spell was good, but you can see those trailing hogs could have been a bit sooner because they did have to path back a little bit, not too much. And you can see that hound is out of the fight for pretty much the entire raid. Like, it still hasn't popped. The last defensive building goes down and the hound still hasn't popped. And at this point, just stuff trickling in for cleanup, and that's all that's left. So I'll speed it up. And then you'll see the hound doesn't even pop until the queen pulls aggro on it. And honestly, if you can like do that with a lava hound, like some people, if you know it's there, some people do like to take it out. Some people will pull it to a corner with 2 archers and a healer, but honestly, you can just ignore it because the damage per second that they do is virtually meaningless. I will show a few more attacks here. We did have some nice Town Hall 8 attacks, and we did have some 9s that cleared the Town Hall 8s, cleared the Town Hall 8s, which you're going to have to do sometimes. So it's good that people can do those rolls. So this is mainly a hog, but with a smaller holo aspect, just to take advantage of the air defense placement on this base. So he just sends in 8 loons on the bottom half of this base, and it takes out all of these point defenses. So the dragon's already out of the CC. Then he sends in 2 hogs just to take down that cannon and to check for the loon in the clan castle. So full CC is out now, so you can anchor it to the bottom. The only thing I would have done differently right here, I probably would have anchored it with an archer instead of a wizard, just because it's fewer troop spaces, and it saves you the 4 spaces that a wizard takes. Witches go down for the distraction, and then he sends in a couple more wizards. Getting better with the CC kill. We're just getting our Town Hall 8s used to doing the CC kill because you're not used to doing it because you never have to kill the clan castle troops with the drags. Or on drag attacks, that is. So they work in, that's down. He 2-finger drops his hogs onto those mortars. And he honestly, this part right here is the only potential spot for any double bombs. And he just avoids the pathing completely and lets his kill squad deal with that portion of the base. So I like that a lot. The first 2 hills going down on each side right here, very nice on those hills. And then he has 1 hill left as they are converging together at the top of this base. The hogs do have to backtrack just a little bit for those cannons, but if you can have level 4 hogs and hills for that long on a base, then they're just going to completely wreck it. And he does notice that they're Skelly's beating on his hogs, so he drops the poison there. I like that poison spell on them. And then the hogs finish up, and the next thing they're going to take out now is that king, and that's good when you can get the hogs to finish beside the king, so that way they can take him out as soon as they get done. And from there, it's just cleanup. So yeah, very nice attack there, Shrek. We're just getting our guys used to doing hogs, transitioning from hogs to or transitioning to hogs from drag attackers, because drags just don't cut it for the really upgraded Town Hall 8s. So good job, guys. Shrek also took this base out, but it was very poor design, so I probably won't show that one. We will show E-Kit's attack, though. This is another hog. E-Kit is also learning hogs. Shocker. So a couple hogs for the lure right there. Probably could have even got away with one hog, but that's fine too, just to be safe. Then he anchors it to the bottom down here, I believe. Yep, anchors it with an archer. I like anchoring with an archer because it's cheaper in troop space. Yeah, the only thing our guys that have been doing on the CC kills, though, they've been wasting too many wizards on it. So some of them haven't had enough cleanup, or some of them just like lost all their wizards together. Like right there, you don't have to drop the 3 wizards on the same tile. Just let the skellies tank, and then just drop the wizards back with the witches. But he still managed to get the CC down. Kind of expensive, but that's okay. He still has 28 hogs for this base. Dragon goes down now, and he sends in his hogs, 2-finger drop on both of those cannons. And this base, he hit it from a weird angle. I would have been scared to hit it from this angle just because of how far the hogs have to go, but the damage that's on them is so small that you can really hold the hills a lot. Like, look at that. First line of defense is gone, and he still hasn't dropped a hill yet for that one group. And then the hogs are pathing through it, and he will have one more hill for his hogs. And I like how he did use the hill on his biggest group of hogs that were remaining. And there are enough of them left there, and there's no bomb spots left that you'll see for this part of the base. And he has enough to manage to take down the remaining defenses. It was close, but he did have enough, and that's all that you need. So yeah, nuts techie kid. A couple things to work out, but hey, it's still good. I mean, all these Town Hall 9s, they had from 8 through 14, they had max defense Town Hall 9s. And I think we only have 2 or 3 max defense Town Hall, or not Town Hall 9s, sorry, Town Hall 8s. So that's really good that we were able to clean a good amount of them with our Town Hall 8 attacks, which is what we want to get to be the norm. It's just trying to get our guys to learn hogs when you're not used to using them. We will, let's see, Big White's attack. Yeah, we'll show that. But yeah, you can see though, overall, pretty good amount of stars. We got all but 8 stars, and these were pretty good bases too. So yeah, Big White's attack. This base looks really easy for dragloon, but we actually failed a few times on it. It's just, again, being wow, actually they had max defense Town Hall 8s all the way to 15. I thought it was just like 14, but no, this is a max defense Town Hall 8 too. I like the angle he took on it too. It was different than the other guys, which it was actually a good idea because it's easier to funnel the dragons in from this angle and get them into that core. First rage goes down to get them through those high hit point buildings and to kill the clan castle. And then as soon as that next Tesla goes down, you'll see the loons finally start working their way. The last rage was a little bit off, but he does have a dragon hop in real quick and pull onto that last air defense, and that last air defense goes down. And then you can see from this point, all there's left is that back end archer tower and that back end Tesla that can do any damage to the dragons. And when you have 6 dragons left, there is no chance of them dying. He even has to backtrack to this builder site down there, but he wrecked that base. It was really nice deployment, just a great attack, just textbook dragloon. So good job, Big White. Alrighty. Let's see what time we at. 14 minutes. Yeah. There were a couple more good attacks. These were both dragloons, and then those two were Town Hall 7s. But yeah, I was really proud of our guys. It was a really good war overall. I don't know if I said it earlier, but it was definitely the most fun war I have been in, and it was a tough one. Being down a Town Hall 9 and facing a level 7 clan with 4 times the amount of war wins we have. But yeah, guys, I guess that will be it. Until next time, stay frosty.